friends. Welcome to our first episode of College Kids Debate. I am Niara, your host, basically the Jimmy Fallon of this show. And we're here with our two lucky guests today, David and Sam.
Hi, my name is David Oliemi. I'm 21 years old. I usually like to watch anime and other cartoons.
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm 19 years old, and my favorite genre is action.
Action. Okay. So let's see what our first topic of today will be.
All right, bet.
Drum roll. Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man. Okay. Personality-wise.
Which one do we think is better?
Yes.
So are we talking about are we breaking it down to Peter Parker and Spider-Man or?
I feel like both.
Yeah, both. First go Spider-Man, then go Peter Parker.
Okay, for Spider-Man, I'm going Andrew Garfield.
Okay, why?
Because I feel like he just looked the best to me when he was in his suit as Spider-Man. I just think he ingratiated himself with what it meant to be a hero, especially when he was in the first movie when he was saving that kid on the bridge and he just encouraged him to be a hero himself.
Okay.
It wasn't just about him in that moment.
Embodied Spider-Man, what it was to be Spider-Man. Okay, Sam.
When I think about Spider-Man and Peter Parker, I think the only actor that made both one and the same was Tom Holland. I think he carried both personas very well, but it's very seamless the way he was Peter and then was Spider-Man. It didn't feel like he was taking on an alter ego. It felt like it was just one with him. I feel like in that part,
He better integrated both, not just Spider-Man. He integrated both Peter Parker and Spider-Man as one and made it a whole as his own. Yeah.
Yeah, the suit didn't give him a whole nother persona as it did with Tobey Maguire. I feel like Tobey Maguire, anytime he had the suit on, he was all of a sudden
This
just
incredible different person. Yeah, a just completely different person. Any takes on that?
I will say I will agree with her in terms of Peter Parker. I would agree with Tom Holland because I think he had more of that nerdy high school feel. After school, he's setting up a huge Lego model of the Death Star with his friends. So that just fits what Peter Parker is, a nerdy regular high school kid.
Exactly.
And I think he does he's more charming take on Peter Parker with Tobey. He's nerdy, he's shy, but it's almost uncomfortable to see him, and it's a little bit cringy with Tom Holland. It's just more likable, whether you know about Marvel or not. It's really clear that the audience just loved him, whether they were hardcore fans or they became new fans after seeing him play the role.
Definitely.
For me, I just think Andrew Garfield is just cooler. I know he did have this kind of skater boy vibe that isn't really what Peter Parker is, but I just think that was cool. And even the little one-liners that he would have, that just felt like he was the cool side of what Peter Parker and what he is as Spider-Man. I just like that completely.
Okay, do you think that the skater boy side came out of nowhere, or that was just always the Peter Parker that Andrew Garfield was supposed to be?
I wouldn't say supposed to be, because if when we look at what Tom Holland is, he wasn't that.
Yeah.
But I just think based on especially because Andrew Garfield, when he did these movies, he was a bit older. I just think that fit him.
Yeah.
The better.
I see. What
So I can't see Andrew Garfield in those movies playing with Legos and acting all nerdy.
Definitely the age of the actor mattered.
I just think that when the directors were making Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, they wanted something to be very different, a different take on what Peter Parker was, because up till that point, that's all we had known. We had seen Tobey Maguire be shy, be nerdy. We had seen him not do well around girls, not be cool, be an outcast. So this was a different take on being an outcast.
Yeah. Okay. So, storyline. Who do you believe has the best storyline out of all three Spider-Mans?
Out of all three?
Yes.
I don't. That's hard for me to say. I do enjoy Andrew Garfield's as a whole, but I am leaning a little bit more Tobey, because I feel like he had to deal with what it meant to be a hero, what Spider-Man meant for him. Like there was a point where he couldn't use his powers properly because he had like a mental block. Like, am I supposed to be Spider-Man? Am I supposed to be Peter Parker? How do I fit these two? But he because based on the conversation he has with like his aunt May and like even the little kid, he understands that Spider-Man, the city needs Spider-Man, and we see that in like the iconic train scene where the city is like, they see who he is, they see who's under the mask, but they even like they're protecting Spider-Man because they know what it means for the city.
Yeah, he meant a lot because he was supposed to be like the neighborhood kid. So you believe that his storyline fit better with Spider-Man, or is the best out of all three?
I feel like I liked it.
You
I
liked
think
him more.
a lot of other people would argue Tom because of how he is ingratiated into the greater Marvel universe, but
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just
true,
really like
true.
what they did with Tom.
I'm
Toby.
shocked by your response. I thought you were like an Andrew Garfield stan. But okay, Sam, yours.
I think I have to stay true to Tom Holland. Yes, he's in the MCU. Yes, seeing him interact with all these superheroes is amazing, like with Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans. But I think the way he was introduced is the most unique and it's had the most hold on the audience. We saw him. We didn't see him as the whole bite situation, the coming into powers. We already met him into the MCU in a really strange and different take, yet it did really well with people. I think people, and after seeing No Way Home, I'm just like really convinced that Tom Holland had the best story because he doesn't have that typical starting out, gets bit, then goes through something. His is different. Like we meet him and he's Spider-Man. He's figuring it out, but he's to his own degree Spider-Man. And just seeing the last movie, seeing how much emotional range and seeing how weak and how dark and painful things can get for him, it really just, people want more.
Exactly. Seeing him like go through the process and kind of grow into becoming Spider-Man. It was kind of like a coming of age.
Right. He was Peter and more. I think people definitely see the transformation.
Definitely. Yeah. I think Tom, I don't know, out of all three, you both have really good arguments. That's why I'm kind of trying to decide myself. Like,
Wait, I have a question though. Like, do you feel the added like technology and him being with Tony Stark, does that change Spider-Man for you? Like how you think of what Spider-Man is supposed to be, does that change it for you? Because you have all these different gadgets that Spider-Man can use now. Does that change it for you anyway?
It does, because he doesn't get used to. It's not like he has these abilities and he just owns it. He really struggles with the fact that he's getting used to having more, and then it's being taken away from him. It's that thing that he gets everything that is introduced into his life at one point, it leaves him. And I feel like that's that thing, that face that he puts on as Peter Parker. He keeps it going regardless of the losses he takes in life, and he's the one Peter Parker and Spider-Man that I see that has just gone through so much and is able to put on a smile, a smile.
A smile for the city. You know?
That's what it
the
is.
neighborhood, yeah.
He has a different strength.
Okay. So I feel his passion for the character, definitely Tom, delivers it as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Okay. Talking passion, who do you think had the better love interest?
Okay, so for me, this is no debate for me, and I think it's Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone as Peter and Gwen. I just feel like it wasn't awkward between them. It was like they both liked each other genuinely. And I just feel like the scene, even when he first kissed her, he hit her with one of his webs and spun her around and kissed him. That was a really cool scene for me.
Okay, Sam.
I just think I agree. All the Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone scenes are very, very electric, but it doesn't take away. Emma's character as Gwen never takes away from his story. It kind of complements Peter in such a nice way.
Yeah, the intensity of them. I like both of your replies. Okay, so I definitely think that they all held their own, but I guess I still have that nostalgic feeling from when I was younger watching Toby and
Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Jane, yes. So I think I'll have to go with that only based on nostalgia. But I think that the intensity from from Andrew and Emma Stone was definitely fire. So, okay. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming to have this discussion and debate with me. Thank you
Problem.
guys. I'm grateful for you guys coming to watch our first episode of College Kids Debate. Thank you so much. Okay. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next time.
We're signing off. Bye.